Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here, I'm FiddlinJonny and this is my Fiddle channel and magic product review. And before I do any magic product review, I do a quick fiddle tune. So let's just make it a quick zippy one today. Alright, there we are. Told you it would be fast and zippy. Alright, what are we going to get into today? Well, we're going to get into the Into wallet. Oh, see what I did there? Alright, so the Into wallet is released through TCC Magic. I think this wallet is going to interest a lot of folks. So anyway, stick around. We'll get right into it. Hello everyone. Hey, I know I said it at the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. Really appreciate that you're here. Next, if you've been a long-time person who comes here, I apologize. No hat today. Where I'm at, super hot, didn't feel like I wanted to wear the hat. I know most people won't care, but look, it may be a little shocking to see me without a hat and have to see this beautiful bald pate of mine. Alright, Into wallet that's released by TCC Magic. Let's talk about what is this. If you're familiar with other wallets that have been released through TCC Magic, they released the Edge wallet a little while back. And this is the next evolution of the Edge wallet. The Edge wallet really was a card to wallet feature that was really, really cool. And it has taken and modified that version in this wallet, in the Into wallet. But it has also added peak features. So I sort of think it's taken the Edge wallet and a peak wallet and married and merged them together. And this is sort of like the next evolution of the Edge wallet, but called the Into wallet. It's actually, the designer is Mr. Shawabo, if you're familiar with Mr. Shawabo. Sorry if I've mispronounced it. But part of this is his work. And it is actually, the idea for this wallet comes from Shadow Lin. So if you're familiar with any of their work, that's where this is coming from. So let's talk about a little bit about the wallet itself. So I always talk about, let's talk about what are the effects. So maybe I should talk about what the functionality is. The functionality is that you're able to do a card to wallet, but the card to wallet feature can be your traditional, where you must palm a card and put it in there, which for a lot of folks I think is intimidating. I know it was very intimidating for me when I had my first wallet where I could do the palming into the wallet. But if that frightens you, you don't like that way in which to do a card to wallet, they've solved that issue in this with a feature sort of like what the Edge wallet, which means you simply have to hold a deck of cards in your hand and you'll place it on top, and with a little move, now your card is inside the wallet. Not this one that you see here, but you would unzip it and pull out the card, which is really cool. Which reminds me, I'm talking about the features on this. If you want to, and I'll put a link down below, or maybe I'll have it while you're watching it, you can go to TCC Magic and actually see the features revealed, the methods on this, so you can actually see the peaks, see what they look like. And that I think should help you if you're considering this. So, all right, so back to this, so you get the features about the card to wallet, but in addition to the card to wallet, it also has card to inner ID badge, which is inside the wallet, and it has a feature of doing a card to sealed envelope feature as well, which I think these two features where their chosen card, signed card, ends up in one of these devices inside this sealed and zipped up wallet, I think are really cool features. I really like them, and I'll add, pretty easy to do. A little practice is required, but nothing knuckle busting or super knacky with it. All right, so the other features that are on here is it's a peak device. And it doesn't give you just one way to peek it. It gives you 3 different ways to peek your information. So if you have somebody write information down on a billet, or maybe you have them with a chosen card that has been inserted into the wallet, you're able to get that. It has 3 spaces here in which you can insert your card or your billet. Doesn't matter which one it goes into, all 3 you're able to get the peak. The nice thing about the peak is it's super easy to see. You don't have to worry about lighting conditions. I know I have other wallets where the lighting conditions have to be just right, or it doesn't quite, it's difficult for me to get the peak. That is not the issue here with it. You can use this window here and get your peak and see it freely, and the other way in which you can get your peaks are simply from inside the wallet and able to get it. So I love, not just like, I love the fact that my peaks, for me, feel with as much design that's gone into this, are really easy to get. Let me add one other feature about the peak features of this, is that one of the peaks will allow you to fold, let's say, a billet or a chosen playing card, fold it in half, insert it into one of these spots here, and in the action of opening up the wallet to pull out, let's say, a billet to write down your the reveal on it, you're able to see the information from the folded card. So that feature is really darn tootin' cool. And when I mean folded card, it's a single fold, not like folded and then folded again. But I think it does add this level of difficult to reverse engineer for folks. Look, well, they couldn't see it because I folded that card in half, or I folded that billet in half, so there's no, and then inserted it, so there's no way that they could see it because it's closed on top of itself. So those are kind of some of the features that this wallet has to offer. Let's talk a little bit about what you're going to get. So you're going to get the Into wallet itself. Along with the Into wallet, you're going to get this ID holder with it, which will allow you to, it has one end that opens, and you can have your their card in there. You're also going to get 10 billets with it, and you're going to get 10 envelopes that are for your sealed card to envelope, card to sealed envelope, and you get 5 red and 5 white. These are really good, high quality. I really like them. And then you get this little black screen, which I don't know that I need to explain it, but that comes with it, optional to use whether you want to use it or not. On top of that, you're going to get a video tutorial. Their video tutorial is uploaded to Vimeo, and it is 29 minutes and 20 seconds in length. So we'll just call it a 30-minute video that you're going to get. So let's talk a little bit about the instructions. And I think what I was surprised by in the instructions, that within 30 minutes, I pretty much got everything I needed. Now the downside is in 30 minutes, if you're new to wallets, you're probably not going to be satisfied because you're not going to get any performances, any live performances. You never see the tutor's face. Like, I don't know actually who's doing the tutorial. And it's a little funky at the end there's no outro. It just sort of feels like it abruptly ends once you get the functionality of how to do the card to sealed envelope, and then it's done. Normally you'd sort of see a transition to maybe credits or something. No, it's just done. Now, none of those things at all have any effect on the quality of this wallet and the functionality of the wallet. It does everything as advertised. But those are sort of cosmetic issues that I felt, oh, that's just a little weird. Oh, the one other thing, the tutor, while demoing the card to wallet features, stands up and goes through those, and it appears that they're wearing pajama bottoms. So not a problem, just seems like, you know, compared to other tutorials, maybe not quite as purdy and professional like other ones. But it doesn't matter, again, it's just cosmetic. The information is there. So despite that, look, it's shot well and clear and sound and all that stuff, so that's fine. In the instructions, they're going to go over each one of the 3 different peaks. You're going to get enough detail. It walks through the functionality, demos how it's done, and I feel like that's all done just perfectly and no problem. I will say that I mentioned that there's 3 peaks. The truth is that they teach you 4 peaks on this. The 4th peak is not advertised, and in part because It's very similar to the Nexus wallet. So if you have the Nexus wallet, there's a peak on there that can be used, that can be incorporated or used on this as well. So that is on there, and it's sort of like, oh, here's an idea of how you might do this as well, and it's thrown in there. So technically you have 4 different ways to get peaks on this wallet. But let's face it, that's a lot of ways to get a peak. A lot of wallets just like, here's how you get the peak. It's a single way. No, you get to really choose what peak version that the wallet has is best for you. So, and the peaks essentially are, you can see it through this window here, or you're able to see it once you open up the wallet, and let's say that you're going into retrieve a billet to write down your reveal, and in that action you're able to see whatever it is that you're working on to get the peak on. So, all right, let's talk about the wallet itself. So they sell more than one version of this wallet. Mine's the leather version. It feels like it's a good, high quality version. It seems like it's durable. It should last me a long time. The leather on it feels really fine to me, and no issues. One of the things I think I would have a concern about, like, is zippers, and zippers break, and the zipper seems fine to me. I've been sort of just for you, like, doing a lot of this just to see if it snags or is wearing out, but no, seems perfectly fine and seems good quality. And I would add the feature that allows you to do the card to sealed envelope is designed really nice in here. I really love that feature, and it might be a little knacky at first when you're first setting it up, and by knacky it's not like you're not doing this in front of the spectator, so it doesn't really matter. But it took me maybe a couple of tries of doing, going, oh, it's easy, but at first it felt a little knacky to me in understanding sort of how it works. So yeah, which reminds me again, I think I said this at the top, I'll say it again, is that you can go to TCC Magic, again I'll leave the link below, and it will do all the reveals for you. It will show you the methods of how you get the peaks on this one. So, all right, I've already talked about the functionality of the wallet and how nice those are, and how much I like the folded card version to be able to get the peak. They've redesigned this wallet from the, and I keep mentioning the Edge wallet because it's really sort of the next evolution of the Edge wallet. And I think what I'd like to say is that the Edge wallet, in order to get the card into the wallet, has sort of this edge that was diagonal on the Edge wallet. In the Into wallet, it's more of a straight edge right here on the side. I think the Edge wallet's probably a little easier to insert the card, but I found with just a little practice, it came pretty quickly for me to insert the card to wallet without having to palm it. And I'm gonna admit that, like, I don't know if I'd palm a card anymore. To put it, I could do palming a card to this wallet. Obviously it has that feature, but I like this new Edge sort of style version for inserting the card into the wallet. All right. Basically, this is a real versatile wallet for both peaks and card to wallet. We should talk about what the skill level is. Beginner. I think here's the way I think about this. Skill level is beginner. I think most very beginner magicians are probably not going to gravitate towards a wallet, but if they do, with practice, you're going to be just fine, well within the skill level. And for, you know, hobbyists and professionals, not an issue. I think you'll like the wallet. If I was comparing this wallet to the Edge wallet, obviously this adds the peak feature. So I think it's kind of nice and maybe better because you have both peak features and card to wallet feature in it. They do include these billets, and to be honest, like, I don't know that I really like the billets. It's a non-issue because I have hundreds and hundreds of billets that I use, and I'll probably use my own billets rather than these. What I dislike about these billets, I know other folks are going to freaking love. Of course, they're made perfect size for this wallet, which is maybe a little bit larger size than maybe some folks use for billets that are often closer to business card size. This is a super strong, thick stock paper. Like, it is super durable. It's a heavy card stock. So some people, I think, are really, really gonna love that. You can write on either side of it. It does say on here, it does say Into wallet, on the side, on the very bottom here. That may bother some folks. I can't imagine that's really magician thinking, because I don't think any spectator is ever going to actually read what's printed on the actual billet itself. All right, I think those are sort of the big aspects here of this. I should add that, like, if you want to order more envelopes, you can order more envelopes through TCC Magic. They have those there. They're $5 and you get 10 of them. So that's nice, so you can know that you'll always be able to access those. When I think about who's going to like this, I think a performer who wants a lot packed into a single wallet is going to like this. So, and maybe you only want the peak feature, great, just use the peak feature. You don't have to use the card to wallet feature, but if you like that, boom, you've got that as well. And I like the versatility of choice in terms of the 3 different ways in which you can get the peak and the unadvertised 4th way if you want to do that as well. All right, let's talk about what the cost is for this. So the cost of this, there's the Into, and I'm gathering this from the webpage. There's the Into Wallet PU version, which is $40. Off the top of my head, I don't know what PU is right now. For the life of me, I'm racking my brain, and as soon as I finish with this, I'll go, oh, of course, PU stands for. But there's the PU version, cost $40, which I think is very affordable for a wallet. There is the leather version, which I have. Top grain leather material is how they advertise it, $60. Again, I think for all of the features on this, a great price for a wallet. If you haven't ever purchased one of these wallets, they're north of $100 typically, so I feel like that price is really good. And if you want to get refills, they're of the billets or the envelopes, $5 for those. So that's what the cost is. I think that's all well within, for the cost of the wallet, very reasonable cost. All right, that's my thoughts on it. I think it's a good wallet, high quality, has the multiple peaks in it, as well as your classic card to wallet and the new sort of like what I would call the Edge version that they have here. All great ways in which to do card to wallet. So anyway, that's it. If you have a wallet, let me know which one you have, and if you like it or dislike it, if you use it or never use it. If you have this wallet, let me know what your thoughts on it are as well. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't liked, please hit the like button. It's really, really helpful. I'd really appreciate it. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, but if you follow me on Instagram at FiddlinJonny, on Instagram, you'll be able to see what I am up to over the next couple of weeks, and I'll return maybe in about 3 weeks, or maybe I might post something as well. But anyway, stick around. Wanted to know I'm likely taking a couple of weeks off, and then I'm headed to Magic Live. So if I see you at Magic Live, come up and say hello to me there. That would be really awesome. All right, I'm FiddlinJonny, and remember to keep fiddling around with your magic. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.